So, when we talk about dark matter, we're usually picturing what, some kind of invisible particle floating out there, right?
Yeah, that's the standard model. Some new stuff that's holding galaxies together.
But what if we've been looking for the wrong thing? I mean, completely the wrong thing.
That's the core of what we're digging into, a theory that says dark matter isn't a particle at all.
It's a ghost of a dead universe. We're looking at a paper from January 2026, the Unitary Overwrite Hypothesis. Our whole goal here is to figure out if we're basically living on top of cosmic leftovers.
It sounds wild, I know, but it comes from a real problem we have right now in physics. People are calling it the crisis of the empty trap.
Right, and that's because for, what, 40 years? We've been betting on these particles called WIMPs.
Weakly interacting massive particles. And we've built these incredibly sensitive detectors, like LUX-ZEPLIN.
Just insanely sensitive.
And we have found absolutely nothing. The trap is empty. So that failure, that's what's forced us to get, a bit more creative.
Which brings us to this paper. Okay, unitary overwrite. That sounds more like a computer error than a cosmic theory.
It's a good analogy, actually. The paper argues that the Big Bang wasn't a creation event. It was more like a formatting event.
Like wiping a hard drive.
Exactly. In a unitary system, information can't really be destroyed. So when a universe gets old and hits maximum entropy.
Which means it's basically just a bunch of supermassive black holes floating around.
Correct. The hypothesis is that our universe was written directly on top of that old, dead one. Think of it like a stack of pages where on the top page, the visible brain.
And the old universe is the page underneath, the remnant brain.
Yes, and they're separated by a higher dimensional space called the bulk.
Okay, so here's the kicker, right? We can't see this other brain.
Light can't cross the bulk, but gravity can. It leaks.
So what we've been calling dark matter is really just the gravity from those old black holes leaking through to our side.
The paper calls them ghost wells. An ancient black hole on the remnant brain creates this gravitational dent in our own universe.
Yeah.
And our matter, gas, stars, everything just falls into it.
We are literally being gravitationally haunted. It's a great story, but does it actually fix anything? Because we have some really specific puzzles that dark matter is supposed to solve.
It does. It holds up surprisingly well, especially with the stuff from the James Webb Telescope.
Oh, the universe breakers. The galaxies that are way too big, way too early.
Right. Standard cosmology just can't explain how they form so fast. There wasn't enough time for matter to clump together.
But with this, it didn't have to.
Exactly. The ghost wells were already there. The foundation was already laid. Our matter just fell into these pre-dug trenches. The structure was
So
instant.
it does solve the timing problem pretty neatly. Okay, but what about the bullet cluster? That's always held up as the smoking gun for particle dark matter.
The colliding galaxies, yeah.
Yeah,
The gas clouds stop, but the gravity keeps going.
right. Looks just like a particle with inertia.
The paper suggests that the dent in the bulk itself has inertia. When the galaxies collide, the visible gas gets stripped away, but the underlying ghost wells, it just keeps on moving. It acts like a particle without being one.
And there's one more prediction, isn't there, about gravitational waves?
If gravity is taking a detour through the bulk, it has to travel a little bit farther than light does.
So the source should look farther away in gravitational waves than it does in light.
By about 5 to 10%. And if you look at the data from that big neutron star merger, GW17817, it actually fits that discrepancy.
Oh, so we stop hunting for a magic particle.
We start doing cosmic archaeology instead. This whole thing preserves general relativity. It doesn't break Einstein's theories. It just gives them a bigger stage to play on.
It really changes how you look at the sky. It's not just empty space. It's a palimpsest. A manuscript written over an older, erased one.
I mean, we can still see the ink bleeding through from the page underneath.
So we'll leave you with this to think about. If this idea is right, it means the entire structure of our Milky Way, the place you call home, was determined by the corpses of black holes from a universe that died before ours was even born.
Makes you wonder who or what lived in that universe, shaping the cradle for our own.
Thanks for joining us. Keep wondering.